It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq.
2K Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with the broad. Steve, we have a great matchup in the middle right here tonight. How fun is it going to see these two great centers go head-to-head?
That's old school when these two guys go at it banging. And you start talking about centers, you know, a lot of people look at points, but then you got to start looking at reboundings and who threw the first elbow and, you know, who's the enforcer and just set the tone for his team.
And the constant fighting for position underneath.
The stuff you don't see off the ball, they go at it.
Gets bad in there, doesn't it?
Yes.
You didn't go in there much, did you?
No, I just looked and kind of marveled at it.
It's kind of marveled at it. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Wizards. Wall and Beal, the incredible backcourt tandem. Porter and Morris, the duo at forward. And it's Gortat in at the 5. And Baamute can't get it to go. Beal gets a wide open look. Here's Morris, and the layup is good.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
Second chance points can kill you. You must concentrate on the defensive glass.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. J.J. Redick certainly had a lot of doubters when he came into the NBA. He was a standout player we all know at Duke and dominated college basketball. But many thought, Steve, his skills just wouldn't translate to the NBA. But, you know, he's had a fantastic career.
What I love about his career is just been upward trajectory since the day one. Everybody talked about his shooting in college. And yes, he shoots the ball extremely well. But I love the way he's improved every area of his game. And even at his age right now, I think he still can improve.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
I just talked that one up to a little miscommunication. I'm sure they'll get on the same page. That's just an awesome assist. Really paced the ball in their ideal spot.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Wall against Paul, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. A 15-footer pass to Baamute. Feeds it to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And DeAndre is going up for the dunk. No one is stopping him. He's one of the most powerful dunkers this game has ever seen.
Here's the lob to Gortat. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Paul. Here is Baamute. Here's Griffin. Yes, that goes in. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
What a warrior. He is showing once again why he is one of the best in the game at coming up with the second chance buckets.
Morris passes to Porter. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Clippers in the lead. Griffin kicks to Jordan. It's tipped. Wall against Paul. Here's Morris. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for Baamute. Now here's Paul. To the middle. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Here's Griffin. Gortat with the block. Right side Wall. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
And when you're talking about post defense, you have to do your work early.
And around the NBA, Steve, there seems to be a general feeling, I guess, dislike, if you want to call it that, of the Clippers from other fan bases. A lot of it seems to stem from the idea that perhaps the team flops too much and they complain too much.
Yeah, I think it's the whining. But also, I think a lot of fans weren't happy with how the Clippers was able to keep DeAndre Jordan and steal them from the Mavericks. They weren't happy about that situation.
Crawford, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Beal. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Wesley Johnson picks one up. All for so long, you always heard the old saying, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Team shooting more three-point shots now, Smitty, than ever. Is it time to retire that cliche and say, you know, well, it's part of the game. That's a standard in the game.
You know, Kevin, no. I think the Warriors just have an asterisk. That's it, because they won the championship.
So good.
They won the championship, and if they keep winning, you'll keep saying Warriors. But if you don't win the championship, yes, you keep shooting the 3 ball, but you might want to find a way to hit some 2s because everybody can't shoot it like the Warriors.
Field drives in. Nicholson with the bucket. Nicholson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clippers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rivers dishes to Spates. He kicks it to Crawford. Beal with the steal. To the middle. Here's Oubre, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Spates, the pass to Rivers. Washington with the ball. They're leading by 8. Mahimi, a screen on Rivers. Burke kicks to Mahimi. That shot off the mark.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
It is ugly.
Now here's Rivers. Burke covering. Johnson attacking. 6 to shoot. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Here's Pierce. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Paul Pierce keeps building on his legendary career. A champion, we know he's a clutch shooter, and more importantly, a bona fide leader.
Pierce hits 2. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Rivers. And it's good. Off through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. That'll put Trey Burke on the line. That's on Paul Pierce. The Wizards have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Felton.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Oh, we've seen... And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He can't...
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who...
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
Seeing a couple go through the basket at the start of the game can be a huge confidence booster.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Porter is out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then there's Burke. Then there's Jason Smith. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
And stolen by Spates. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Rivers has got the ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And you look at the Wizards, they definitely took a step backwards last season. Went from being maybe a dark horse to get to that conference finals to becoming a team that just had to fight to stay in the playoff mix. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back from the adversity of a season ago.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Good. A nice assist from Felton. Redick's got 5 now.
Whenever Redick skies up for a three-pointer, you just think it's going in. He is as efficient as they come.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Porter dishes to Wall. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Redick, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Redick is a master at getting to the line, finding ways to fool the defense and getting them to bite.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Crawford comes in for Blake Griffin, and Paul subbed in for Raymond Felton. Inside Leaner, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for the Wizards, there were a lot of factors as to why they had a rough season. Lost some key players and dealt with injuries like all teams.
You know, and even with all of those challenges, I don't know that this team is quite as talented as everyone thinks they are. I mean, they do have a good core with which to build around, but you have to temper expectations with this team moving forward.
CP3 moving the basketball around. That's what you want out of your point guard.
Mahinmi with the screen for Wall. In the corner, it's Morris. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Really bad mental lapse by the defense, yet he did not make them pay, surprisingly.
The shot by Redick, no good. Wizards leading by 6. Oh, it's break for the Wizards. Pulls up. Here's Mahinmi. Paul with the steal. Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Absolutely. Prevented an easy bucket. Fantastic D.
Gortat's checked in for Markieff Morris. Now here's Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
That's Redick shooting in a nutshell. A quick trigger release once he gets his hands on the ball.
And Chris Paul has been in the league long enough now for many fans never to get to see just how he was when he was a younger player. Steve, in a word, he was scary with his athleticism.
Yeah, Chris Paul has done a nice job of being able to play at a high level. And yes, he's getting older. He's had some injuries. But he's one of those guys, yes, you would love to have your athletic ability, but he can still be a top of the game with his smarts and his ball handling, the way he plays. So he doesn't have to be a high flyer to affect the game. That's Chris Paul.
Wizards making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. Mahinmi down low. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Johnson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Johnson is just a spectacular athlete. Has a lot of bounce in his step.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Ball against Paul. Crawford kicks to Johnson. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's foul number 2 for him.
He has to be somewhat careful now. 2 fouls in the first half. Doesn't want to pick up a third if he can help it.
A different look for the Clippers. Spates checked in for Jordan. And it's Pierce in for J.J. Redick. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Paul. Gortat with a screen on Paul. Look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Nicholson's checked in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Wall wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. LA's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Rivers against Wall. A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Beal, that's for 2. Oubre kicks to Gortat. Crawford with the ball. Now Beal defending, and he gets it back. Rivers passes to Spates. Goes back up. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
For Washington, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Felton comes in for Jamal Crawford. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. Now here's Griffin. The shot missing. Wall with some nice defense. 20 seconds left now here in the second. And Beal kicks to Nicholson. Shoots from the right block. And The shot is good. Nicholson's got 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Rivers. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And that's now 7 points for Austin Rivers. And it's Beal in the corner. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie, what a start for Markieff Morris. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside.
That's it for now as the second.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We've seen Markieff Morris really having a great game.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, they need to find something to contain these offensive outbursts from him. I would imagine changes are on the way for them.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. The forwards are Baamute and Griffin. Veteran backcourt with CP3 and Redick at the 1 and the 2. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers. We've seen so many former players who are now coaches in the NBA, and players that, Steve, you played against. Do you ever think that they'd be coaches when you faced off against as you were playing them?
Yeah, some of those guys, for sure, like a Jason Kidd, I'd say he's going to make a great coach one day. You just knew it was in his blood. Now you get a chance to see Steve Kerr, T. Lue, Tyronn Lue's one of those guys. He's going to make a good coach, and they're doing it right now and having a lot of success.
Kevin McHale, to me, was the thinking man's player, was a terrific coach. He did both, but he lost the job at Houston, which shocked so many people.
You know, I thought he did a fantastic job. And one thing you love about Kevin McHale, he also was a general manager, then got a chance to come to the coaching role. He just has a basketball mind. He loves the game.
Offensive rebound, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Nice job of using angles by Blake Griffin. Understand where the basketball was coming off the rim, went, got it, and put it back.
Pass to Morris. Beal up top, covered by Redick. Gortat with a screen on Redick, and stolen by Jordan. And now the Clippers on the break. Redick is in the corner. Outside Griffin for the lead. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And here's Wall outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Griffin.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Wall. Here's Gortat. The Clippers grab the miss.
Even though he couldn't quite convert the layup, I like him being in attack mode.
Redick dishes to Paul. Drills it from outside. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, Chris Paul has been a top-notch perimeter shooter. His form is just perfect.
Outside for Beal. Jacks up a 3. Jordan with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. We all know the struggles that DeAndre Jordan has had at the free throw line. Smitty, he just can't seem to find a consistent stroke.
Well, it's hard because teams understand when you're shooting that type of percentage, the strategy is, yes, we're going to foul DeAndre Jordan. And it'll only get better if he can make free throws. Other than that, the coaching staff has to weigh the options. Should we keep him in? Should we take him out? But if he made his free throws, that would all go away.
You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
This is just one of those nights where he decided to take control of this game. He's been scoring at will no matter who he's matched up against. They need to figure out how to force him into tougher, lower percentage attempts.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Pierce is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Burke, and Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Johnson's shot is off. Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Beal, the pass to Mahimi, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mahimi's got it all tied up now for Washington. Crawford outside. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
For the Clippers, Spates comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Felton in for Wesley Johnson. Nicholson's checked in for the Wizards. Now here's Burke. Beal from long range. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get an arm up as he's going up.
To the inside. And stolen by Spates. And now the Clippers on the break. Rivers has got the ball. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Rivers has got 9 points. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Burke inside. Nicholson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, the first thing comes to mind when you think about the Los Angeles Clippers is offense. But they had a very good defense. They were fantastic on that end, and it was led by DeAndre Jordan and Chris Paul.
Speaking of the Clippers, Steve, and the defensive prowess, they do protect the rim well. They block shots. DeAndre Jordan certainly one of the best in the business there. But it goes much beyond that with their D.
They do a great job of getting a hand in the face of shooters. Second best in the league last year for opposing teams' field goal percentages. Clippers just don't get enough credit for being a strong defensive team.
Nailed from three-point land. He's got 9.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin kicks to Crawford. Here's Pierce. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pierce has got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Burke dishes to Nicholson. The 11-footer. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Smith.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. So on the floor for Washington, the always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. Mahimi is out there with Andrew Nicholson, and it's Porter at the small forward position. Beal's shot is good. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
It's stolen by Wall. To the paint. Let's go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 8 points for Beal.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Today's game really has been a showcase for his passing ability.
Here's Griffin. Got a piece of it. And Wall kicks to Porter. The Wizards working the ball around now. And there's the feed to Beal. Mahimi with the screen for Beal. Back to Nicholson. Passes to Porter. Dishes to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
I don't think the defense have given up. I just think it's too much offensive firepower to hold in check.
Outside for Jordan. to end the run. Good. A nice assist from Felton. Felton's got 5 assists in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Nicholson passes to Beal. And it's off from three-point range. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, it's so tough to see when a player goes down with an injury like that.
Yeah, this one looks like it could be really bad. Hopefully we can get an update on this one pretty soon.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Raymond Felton. Morris is checked in for Washington. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, guys, we need to play with pace, and that'll get us some early fast break opportunities. We're playing way too predictable right now, guys.
Mahinmi kicks to Wall. Mahinmi, a screen on Mbamute. Wall dishes to Mahinmi. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the wide open shot from Paul buries it from three-point range.
The defense has to stay on Chris Paul. He has a quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And Wall kicks to Mahinmi. That shot is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Down low, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Terrific court awareness to hit his teammate with a perfect pass in transition.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Spates checked in for the Clippers. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Gortat's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. And stolen by Spates. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's foul number 2 for him. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. They double-team Griffin. He dishes it to Paul. Knocks it loose. Washington trailing, and Beal kicks to Wall. Back to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 13 points for Bradley Beal.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
How they let that happen, that is beyond me. Where is the fight? No easy basket. Has to be their mentality on defense right now.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Spates is checked in. And Wall. Here we go now. Outside Beal. Wall passes to Beal. Paul against Wall. He feeds it to Porter. And there's the pass to Gortat. 5 on the clock. Wall against Paul. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his second foul of the game. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Paul kicks to Griffin. To the paint. Here's Spates. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Beal. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Beal's got 15 points in just the second half.
He is just taking really smart shots and playing within his game right now.
Picked by Griffin. Ball against Paul. Kicks it to Spates. Spates with a screen on Wall. That's a 2 from Paul, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
I love seeing Chris Paul come alive on these possessions. He's an exceptional shooter who does not back away in big moments.
There's Beal with the 3, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. 18 points for Beal.
And just a terrific shot there in the face of some really tight defense. 3 hard-earned points on that possession.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Down low, and stolen by Spates. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Here is Mbamute. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
And Gortat kicks to Wall. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 51 seconds left in the fourth. And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Griffin down low. Morris is there. That shot by Griffin, no good.
Now, that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Beal's running. And Wall with the slam.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Felton goes in, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Washington called for the foul. Both free throws good from Felton. 17 seconds left in the game. Feeds it to Oubre. To the wing right side. Here's Burke. Smith wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
They're beginning to put it all together, in my opinion, and take control of this game.
And so it's the Wizards with the
2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin?